My name is Francella Ochillo. I am the executive director of Next Century Cities. While all of us were sheltering in place, all of the haves, those who were among the have-nots were the people that kept Washington, D.C. running. And I think a lot about how that is really a reflection of digital access because, for those of us who are able to get online without even thinking twice about it, whether it's to get online to work or to comply with remote learning mandates or to even get information, those things are almost instinctive. They come naturally in lots of different ways, whether it's your phone, your iPad, your laptop. But for a lot of people who don't have access, maybe don't even have an email address or a place to plug in, and even the anchor institutions that they relied on are now closed, it makes me think a lot about the fact that they just don't have the same opportunities. Around the country, while we are inundated with these very vivid illustrations of what it looks like to not have access, just to be among those disconnected populations who even might have temporary access, but really don't know what they're going to do, weeks and months from now. I think that it's been a rallying cry where people, it doesn't matter which stakeholder you are, whether you are a government official at every level of government, whether you are a corporation trying to be a good corporate citizen and doing the right thing, or just a concerned citizen to say, what can we do to help? I think that this is, an amazing time where you're going to see people, really the generosity of humankind at its best, where we can connect people. However, I think that there's going to be a time where that fades. And we're going to have to ask really hard questions about who deserves to be connected, how are we going to do it? I think that there's going to be a time when some of the short-term solutions that people have come up with, that there will be a certain fatigue that sets in, and it won't change the importance of the work that we're doing. So while there's definitely been inventiveness and genius and imagination going into putting Wi-Fi hotspots on buses, or hotspot loaner programs, or even finding ways to get kids in needs the laptops to actually comply with the remote learning mandates. I think that there's definitely a day of reckoning that we thought was coming, but we know is here, where we have to ask really hard questions about how are we going to come up with a sustainable solution to make sure that every single person in the United States can participate in a digital society.